Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And we have a lot to go over for all those Hbarbarians out there, those Hbar holders that have been waiting for so long, guys. We are going to be talking about some price predictions. We're going to be talking about why. We're going to address the future and really kind of talk about how Hedera is really taking over. Listen, if you are an HBAR holder, you probably don't even know about some of these connections that I'm going to go over in this video. But by the end of this video, it should open up your eyes to how big of a winner HBAR really will be. If you don't even already know it now, of course, because of all of the major updates and all of the videos that I have been posting. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel at this point, definitely hit that subscribe button. We are getting so close to 100,000 subscribers. It's absolutely insane. So thank you guys. I appreciate all of the support, of course. So with that being said, let's dive on in and let's talk about a few things. So at the moment that I'm recording this video, the market is kind of brewing for a move. By the time that this does go live, obviously prices are going to change a bit. But if we do scroll down on the list, HBAR is still sitting at number 28. Now, is that something crazy to look at and really address and say, all right, well, HBAR is sitting at number 28. That's pretty good. In my opinion, I actually still believe that HBAR is extremely undervalued at number 28 and even at an almost $4 billion market cap. And we're going to talk about why. Ultimately speaking, when we look at meme coins, when we look at most of the space, like Pepe, for an example, almost at a $5 billion market cap. Now, I don't want you guys out there to ever address the fact that HBAR or Hedera has 50 billion max supply, almost 36 billion out there in circulation. I don't want to hear anything about the supply and saying like, oh, there's too much supply for HBAR to go to some of these high prices. Guys, Pepe has literally almost 421, not billion, but trillion circulating supply. Don't ever want to hear anything talked about in terms of supply on this channel because it's ridiculous to say the least. Supply doesn't determine how high something can go in value. And I think that meme coins are a big thing to focus on when it comes to that. Dogecoin still at 21 point almost $5 billion. Shiba Inu almost at $14 billion market cap. So again, it just shows you where, the sky is for Hedera. Currently speaking, as we do look at HBAR, this is what the 1 month looks like. Guys, tell me, I want to ask all of you out there, what does this look like to you? This looks like a range that we've been waiting for a big move in. Now, everyone has been talking about GameStop, they've been talking about AMC, and yes, we should take notice of that because it will lead to, a rotation into crypto. And when we do look at that, I do think that a lot of the utility projects are going to wake up in a very large way. They still have a lot of room to catch up to those meme coins. So I do think that HBAR is going to have a massive run up very soon. I say that because I do think that we're only a few weeks out until major moves in this market really kind of heat up. Now, outside of this, like I've said, market cap, almost $3.8 billion. Fully diluted market cap, $5.25 billion. That's nothing too crazy, guys. I've been talking about price predictions for a while when it comes to HBAR. And in fact, I will completely admit when I am wrong. I was wrong back in 2020 into 2021. We were looking at much higher prices for HBAR. The problem, and I'm going to say this once, the problem is the token release was way ahead of schedule. So it did halt some of the price movement. But we are beyond that. And the reason why I say that we're beyond that is because we're already at almost 72% of the circulating supply. And now there's a lot more substance behind Hedera. And also going all the way back to 2021, guys, there was not enough marketing around Hedera. Now there is so much marketing. There's so many big updates. There is a lot going on around Hedera, especially in terms of the ecosystem as well. Projects launching all the time, community engagement through the roof, transactions on the mainnet through the roof. Guys, this thing has so much more fuel this time around than back in 2020 and 2021. And for those out there that are crying in the comments saying, oh, Nick, you're paid to talk about these projects. No, anyone that has been a long-term watcher of the channel knows I'm not paid by any of these companies to talk about these projects. I don't do that. But regardless, let's dive on into a few things. So as we look at a lot of the top projects like Solana, look at BNB, even look at Dogecoin, and we also look at ADA. One thing that is very clear when it comes to Hbar is that look at some of these price predictions in terms of the all-time highs on some of these projects. Solana, 90 point almost $2 billion market cap, 23.7x return on Hbar if we can get there, $2.50. Right now, it would be about $1.80 if we hit Solana's market cap currently, which would be 64 point almost $6 billion. How crazy is that? Now, also over here, in terms of BNB, $110.4 billion, 29x, $3.07. We had the market cap of BNB right now, almost $2.50, 23.23x, 87 point almost $2 billion. Then also Dogecoin, 23.35x, $2.47, $88.8 billion in market cap. And last but not least, ADA, $95 billion, $2.64, almost a 25x. Now, if we're just going off of the all-time highs, the average is about roughly $2.57. I'm just going to round down to $2.50. I still think that that is a fair valuation for Hbar. Now, is it going to happen? We don't know. Price predictions are a dime a dozen. Anyone can throw price predictions out there. It doesn't mean that they have to happen or if they will ever happen. But in my opinion, when it comes to Hbar, I do think that this one is leading the way right now. And I also think that once the rotation into altcoins really begins, that's when some of these projects like Hedera are going to shine very, very bright. Again, data does not lie. When we look at the data around Hedera, there has been so much growth in just the last 3 years alone. I would be surprised if Hbar is under $1 at the end of this bull run. And I say that because my price prediction this time around is roughly like $1.50 to $3. I think that that's a safe range. I will take profits beyond the all-time high, of course, and take significant profits on the way to those levels if we see them. And I will always keep a percentage on the sidelines as a moon bag in case we go significantly higher. Now, outside of this, let's talk about a few things. So as we look at Hedera, one thing that I've been noticing around content creation with Hedera is something missing. And that is the revolution happening behind finance. We always hear about XRP, we always hear about Ripple, but we never really hear about Hedera in the sense of finance. And there's only a few creators out there that have been putting a spotlight on this. And I really want to talk to you guys about this because there's a lot of significant moves being made around the finance space when it comes to Hedera. Just recently, Hedera for Developers put out a great update. In fact, it's an update on the stablecoin studio on Hedera, which is a huge area of interest for my point of view because when we look at stablecoins, they're growing significantly in demand. We have Stablecoin Studio is set of open source software that enables you to create and manage stablecoins on Hedera in a matter of hours, days, weeks, months. And it just got some updates. We have added support for Blade Wallet, which can be used in the UI alongside Hashpack and even MetaMask. The vision is to integrate Wallet Connect for Hedera soon to enable support for even more wallets in the Hedera ecosystem. Kabila is actually working on a wallet as well. Definitely check them out. We have added integration with the DFNS key custody provider. This is a wallets as a service platform used by many organizations to streamline digital asset operations and onboard users into crypto. Added support for native multi-sig as well. Hedera accounts that use multiple keys can be granted administration roles and transaction approved to manage through the UI or CLI. And that's also going to be a big one. So outside of that, right, we continue to see major updates around specific tooling like this. That is going to lead the way for a lot of big enterprises and organizations to come in and say, hey, listen, we want to launch a stablecoin. What is the best in class technology for this? Well, Hedera is providing that. And just recently, going back to, I believe, the summer, PayPal launched their stablecoin. Again, as we look at a lot of these enterprises, they are going to morph into stablecoin issuers as well. And they are going to have their own stablecoin. Why? Because it just makes sense, especially in terms of internal transactions or even just settlement currencies as well. Now, beyond this, MTech. A lot of people don't know about MTech, but the team at MTech are early pioneers in driving financial inclusion, working with major players in the region, the Bank of Ghana, on Hedera-based CBDC innovation. MTech, a first of its kind modern central banking infrastructure provider, launched the MTech CBDC Innovation Kit on Hedera for fintechs and financial service providers looking to test new fintech solutions and business models with CBDCs. With over 10 trillion of paper cash in circulation and 93% of central banks exploring piloting CBDCs to introduce a digital cash, the CBDC Innovation Kit provides fintechs a set of tools with which to begin their discovery of the possibilities of a digital cash infrastructure. CBDC Innovation Kit leverages the Hedera network and ERC20 token standard for its simulated token called Beyond Cash. The kit provides developer friendly APIs for a bring your own app ecosystem model and comes with pre built dashboards for users to run tests. Ghana Central Bank, the Bank of Ghana, then implemented the CBDC Innovation Kit on Hedera for its ECD Hackathon 2023, a 12-week innovation challenge during which innovators built solutions with the CBDC Innovation Kit to address financial inclusion challenges in Ghana. And by the way, big thing about this is when we really look at what MTech is doing with Hedera in terms of a lot of the areas that they're focused on. One of those areas is truly banking Africa. This is an innovation that ADA Cardano was supposed to be doing. Guess what? That never really that just completely fell through. It never really morphed reality. But it seems as though Hedera is taking the lead when it comes to that. But we have across the world, CBDC on Hedera could offer multiple benefits: financial inclusion, cost reduction. A Hedera-based CBDC greatly reduces these costs by enabling peer-to-peer transactions without intermediaries, making financial transactions more affordable. And we already know that Hedera is best-in-class technology for anything that requires scalability, already hitting 50 plus billion transactions in a very short amount of time, by the way, and completely leading the path for transactional demand. They are a leader in terms of scalability. Efficiency. The Hedera network can streamline payments and settlements, including cross-border remittances, making them faster and more efficient. This is beneficial for businesses and individuals who rely on Swift transactions for daily operations. By the way, Swift is moving $5 trillion per day. Yes, that's right, $5 trillion per day. And cross-border payments themselves are valued at more than almost $250 trillion, or at least will be by 2027. We also have stimulating economic growth by providing a more inclusive financial system and reducing transaction costs. The CBDC can help stimulate economic activity. SMEs in Ghana and across the African continent can benefit from easier access to capital and more efficient payment systems. Innovation and development. Embracing a Hedera-based CBDC can potentially position Ghana as a leader in digital innovation in Africa. This can attract tech startups, investments, fostering a vibrant tech ecosystem and creating job opportunities. So yeah, this is a huge one because all of the benefits there are crucial to take notice of. Now, why? Why am I bringing this back up? Well, let's actually go over to this. So this is BankSocial. It launches their open banking platform with the Hashgraph Association investment. This happened back in November, just recently. And if we scroll down, we can see a few things. I don't want to take all day breaking this down because again, the big thing to focus on here is the revolution happening around finance and payment. Specifically here, big thing to notice is BankSocial delivers the best of Hedera's capabilities to the credit union environment: security, low cost, and transaction speed. We look forward to supporting their growth in this new, exciting financial services environment. Now, it's not just credit unions, though. A lot more, which we will go over. But down here, in terms of the credit union industry, it had a value tied to it in terms of total assets. This is the total assets of domestic credit unions. It grown to roughly $2.17 trillion back in 2023. And we also have that among approximately 135.3 million members as well. The number of credit unions in the United States consolidated between 2013 and 2022. At the end of 2022, there were 4,760 federally insured credit unions in the U.S., a significant drop compared to 2021. Leaders now argue that cost-effective new features can support smaller credit unions and reverse this trend. So imagine how much money and how many transactions this will essentially lead to if they do tap into efficient technology, like, for an example, BankSocial on Hedera. And we already talked a little bit about why Hedera is the best-in-class technology for finance. Now, as we do go over to BankSocial, they have a few products. Actually, go over to the products list. This is all of the products. You have digital asset exchange, verified OAO, and KYC, crypto exchange, self-custody wallet, Hero, which is wallet security. Then we also have crypto exchanges and hard money loans. This is all under business, individuals, and credit unions. Now, if we actually go to what they do, we have unlocked the world's financial potential, global ecosystem, financial backbone that fully supports both personal and businesses' needs, including payments and beyond. The evolution of global financial economies. Think global, act local. And this is all blockchain-based financial systems so that people can be people. We are social capitalism. We also have down here synergistic systems, all focused on individuals and enterprise customers, all regarding financial institutions as well. Down here, we have our main focus: borderless transactions, trusted systems, evolving as well. They want to evolve all the systems and have new tooling tapped in. And it's all around cross-border transactions, payments themselves, and even transfers, all within the same network utilizing blockchain technology. Now, for those out there that are saying like, "Oh, Hedera's not blockchain technology," technically, yeah, it's its own chain, if you will. It's Hashgraph technology, but it can still be labeled under blockchain. I saw a lot of people hating on me saying like, "Oh, it's never included on these lists of blockchain companies that are doing massive transactions because it's not blockchain." It's still technically a chain of itself. So focus on that. But we also have down here changing finance as you know it, all through borderless settlement, easy setup. There's transfer, pre-verified, and transfer security, global access, peace of mind, no borders, regulated, lending, peer-to-peer, cross-border lending, credit and finance, and then also business services, which is payment gateways, international exchange, and universal acceptance. So very, very big solutions here. I mean, when we really look at what's going on, right, things are changing around the cross-border payment scene. Things are changing around the entire global economy. I've always spotlighted this when I do talk about XRP, but when we talk about Hedera and Hbar, guys, they're leading the way as well. And also, over here we are the evolution. The current financial system has been the same for over 100 years. It's time for these systems to change, and I could not agree more. We have slow and expensive, convenient, lack of access. BankSocial offers simple solutions. Like they want to, provide these solutions. And even under DLT, you can see, utilization of DLT. Like this is going back to this site over here, which is a full breakdown of blockchain technology and how you can revolutionize payments and even transfers and things like that. Blockchain tech, which is technically Hedera. Now, also for those that don't know, we have 4 credit unions. Now, this is specifically what they are focused on with Hedera. And when we scroll down, we can actually see members want their crypto. And we have the full breakdown of, the data itself. We have self-custody, easy to implement, expand offering. Down here, we also have credit unions or analog DeFi. We integrate with credit unions of all sizes as well. And here are their core integrations. So first off, 100 plus collaborations and partnerships, 300 plus referencing patents, also 123,700,000 plus credit union members. So very significant, but focus on some of these names, right? When you are looking at these names on these lists, what's something that you guys see? First off, Oracle's massive. They have like over 400,000 plus clients tied to them alone. But look at Fiserv, FIS, and Finastra. Even Temenos could technically be a big player. Go over to some of these names. I'll just kind of give you guys a rundown of Temenos. So I believe it's it's actually under partner. So you can go to any of these in terms of like technology solution providers, strategic advisors. I'm just gonna go and grab like one of these links just to kind of show you guys how big some of these names are. So here are 46 results just under delivery alone. Accenture being one of them, which is tied to 9,000 plus major banks and credit unions and financial giants. We also have, Capgemini, Deloitte on here, and the list just goes on and on and on. We can go through all of these all day long. It will take so long to go through all these names, but regardless, it just shows you how big of the domino effects there are behind some of these names. But then that's just one. That's Temenos. What about Finastra? Guys, Finastra, if we go to the about section, check this out. 9,000 plus financial institutions in over 130 countries. Like this is the numbers behind some of these giants. Like I don't want to tell you guys like, oh hey, like all of these names will use Hedera, but they do have exposure to Hedera through some of these integrations with like a name, for an example, like BankSocial. And then also you have Fiserv, which a lot of people don't know about. But if you go to their website and you go to their about section, check this out. The way money moves, again, for thousands of financial institutions and millions of people and businesses for a world that never powers down. 6 million merchant locations globally, 1.6 billion issuing accounts on file, 25,000 financial transactions per second at peak, and nearly 10,000 financial institutional clients. This is the numbers, guys, behind some of these names. This is just one name for an example. But then also, what about FIS? Because WorldPay by FIS, which did get bought out, was and is actually a GC of Hedera's. When we go to FIS, guys, 95% of the world's banks are powered by FIS. Not only that, they have $1 trillion plus moved monthly by FIS. So over $12 trillion per year. And then also 50 trillion was processed on our asset management technology. Like these are absolute giants, and most people don't even know about them. And a lot of the names that everyone knows in the mainstream world, like Disney, Amazon, Domino's, Target, Microsoft, Google, Ulta, like these are all names that people know about, and they're all tapped in with FIS. Like FIS is moving so much money, and they're already working with some of the largest names out there. So as we really look at what's going on here, it's very, very clear that Hedera has major connections. There's major exposure happening through just significant names like BankSocial, that is connected to these four names alone. These are just four out of the eight here. There's also 12 down here. So just think about how big of a change that's happening behind the scenes with some of these names like BankSocial that are really trying to bring DeFi to the entire world of finance, which it's happening already. Like we've been talking about it, we've been addressing it for a very long time already on the channel, and Hedera is definitely at the forefront. Listen, Hedera's already collaborating with some of the big names in the space that are focused on financial use cases as well. This is why when I say like, yeah, today we might be looking at like $1.50 to $3 for Hbar, but long term, I really don't think that price predictions are going to even matter because once utility does matter, Hedera is going to steal the show alongside some of the other great names that I've been talking about on this channel for a very long time. So that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on for more free content. You guys are more than follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.